Welcome back. It's still the same day from the last video. It's the evening now. So now the 64's working, up and running, no problems. I've told you a little lie. I said this case was immaculate. I wasn't going to mod it because it's just too bloody good. Yeah, that's a lie. Well, it is good. I am going to mod it. It's alright. Calm down, lifties. It's only a little slit width of a SD card, a standard SD card. Just in the side, just next to the joystick, well, this side of the joystick ports. Switch it off. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to explain it to you. Right, so what I've got, this is micro SD to SD extension, and then tape card. This isn't the tape card I'm waiting for. This one needs a new crystal on it. This crystal's knackered. So, so micro SD, take some micro SD in there, like that. And then you've got SD. You've seen me use one of these before, well, a few times on 1200s. What I'm going to do is use it on here. So the tape card plugs in here, your data set area. But I'm going to bracket, make a bracket for it, and sit it about here somewhere. And then the extension is going to go over here into this side here. But this case is no good because it's in my bloody way. So I might have to take it out of the case. And then the new tape card, when it turns up, I'll remove this bit, just revealing the pads, and then solder some wires onto that pads. That made sense, didn't it? So that's what I'm going to do. Why is that so high? I'm doing the 4 screws. Take that off. I don't need that. You might need that. I don't know. That's it there. That's all what's on the inside. So that is going to butt up against the side here, on the outside of the shell. About, well, not there, but about there-ish. It'll be up a bit off the ground. Could have used one of these to have it on the ground. Like that. If you can see that line there. Might need me soldering iron for this job. Ah, there it is. So the smallest tip I've got, I don't know why I'm bothering, is that. I know you can't see because of the camera, but yeah, I thought I'd do the motions. Right, put that in there. I don't want this big slot, I only want a thin slot. Burning plastic, here we go. Let me get this motherboard out first. So what I'm going to do is just mark that, but try and keep you in so you can see it, but that's not going to be easy. Now, I don't want to mark on the line, I want to be towards the inner, about there. Like that. I don't know if it's gone all the way through yet. Nearly on the first pass. The second pass it will. So now we'll through even more. Now I'll just do this end. And I'm just going to follow that gently. So now we've got through. Just going to let it cool down. So it gets a bit, oh, it's already done. Most of this you'll be able to pick off anyway. A little watchmaker's file, or precision file. whatever you want to call it. Right, let's check if the SD card goes in that. Oh look, bit too tight still. So I need to expand that a bit. With this one, find the serrated side, that side. Where is it? Oh yeah. There you go. SD. Make it just a tiny bit wider, and then we're done with that. That didn't go to plan. I could use double-sided, but I think that's going to be too flexible because it's quite hard for a standard SD to push in. The spring load's quite stiff, so I think it's just going to push it back and it's not going to click. Wish I'd have think these things before I start. You're still way up in this guy. I don't know why you're looking up there. Okay. Right, I was downstairs having a moment to myself. I had a brainwave. So I've trimmed the casing down. Yeah. The bottom edge, where the riser comes through on the case, on the 64, I'm going to put a little hole in here so the riser fits in there. And that'll hold it from being pushed back. Yeah. And then I can glue that to the base of the case. Yeah, I think that will work. I hope it will work because I'm doing it. Like that. So marked roughly where it is and the standoff that side. So now just flip it over, bring those two marks around and then join them up. And then where they join up is where I need to put the hole. X marks the spot. I hope. I might get one go at it. If this fails, I can't use the case again, so I'll think something else. Oh god, I've got to drill it, and with drills downstairs, I don't want to go downstairs again. Soldering iron. 1001 uses for a soldering iron. Yeah, it's got to work, innit? Whoa. The plastic really does stink. And then hopefully, oh yes, it fits. Snug as a bug. I couldn't have done that hole any perfecter. Yeah, so, right. Oh, let me screwdriver bits back again. Let's put this back in here. On that, and up like that. Oh, the magnet's not very strong on this. It's in. Screw that in that. Not like that. Have the bloody blade down here. And that should. Oh yes. Sits over that. Now, does it go in? Oh, it does. Oh, so if I hold that there, cool. Oh, shut out like a rocket. So I can glue that to that. So I'll show you now. Don't. This was why I was a really good fabricator. Yeah, any problems came up, go and get Stu. He'll figure it out. Yeah. Didn't figure my wage out, though, did you? Right, move all this a minute. So the SD card's here. I'm only holding it down because it's not glued in, is it? So goes in, comes out. When it's in, I'm allergic to work. That's all you're going to see, that little bit sticking out. Ignore this freaking mic cable. That little bit just there sticking out. That's all you see. Because I could paint that SD card the same colour as that. I could mix up some paint, acrylic paint, and then you wouldn't see it at all. Well, you would if you looked at it, but you wouldn't notice it. But it's fine like that. It don't bother me, and I'm not a lefty, so I'm alright. Now, do I want super glue or hot glue? If you wonder what the difference is, super glue, once it's on, that's not coming off, ever. Hot glue, once it's on, you can heat it up and the glue will remelt and you can take it off. You know what, I'm going to go for hot glue. I could go for double-sided sticky tape. No, we'll go for hot glue. Right, let me go and get me a hot glue gun. What I'm going to do, stick some hot glue on here. Not a lot. Like that. Drop it over the hole and hold it down. There's the SD card. Get that in there to make sure it's in the right spot. It is. And hopefully this holds. Problem with hot glue is, sometimes if it's a smooth surface, it sticks and then unsticks. I should have roughed it up a bit with sandpaper, but I'm hoping it should do. Oh yeah, let's unplug that because I don't want that spewing all over my desk like it's already doing. You ready? It's in, it's out. Comes out. Sweet. Right, tip card's turned up. So I'll just plug it in, test it before I go dismantle it, just in case. It should be fine. Oh, should power it off and all. Maybe it won't be fine now. I forgot I had it on. I've had to use a little extension because I've created that file, which is on a large SD. The tape card is micro SD, so it's an extension to micro SD. Like I said, it's off the 3D printer. Right, in, get it in. Right, hopefully I haven't done any damage to it. Yeah, no, fine. Shift run stop. How can you see? Yeah. Found browser. Cool. Yay. Sweet. Attic attack. Yeah, loading. That's volume on. Oh, it's all right. Attic attack. Specky game. Yeah. Ooh. Usually it's a bit different. Yeah, sweet. So we know that works, so now we've got to dismantle it. Yeah, right, we don't need the keyboard, so we'll get that off. Cool. Oh. Yeah. When removing the keyboard, pull the plug, don't pull the capacitor, it won't release it. Yeah. So now what we've got to do is go take this off, and then I need to make a bracket on the 3D printer for it to sit about here. From here to the pinouts, I'm going to put some DuPonts. Yeah, DuPonts ready-made cables, already made up, if you know what DuPont is. And they'll go into there. So what I'm going to do, I've been thinking about this. When I created that DDA board, dual drive adapter, for the Amigas, where you could have the floppy and the Gotek internally, and you just flick a switch and that's it. So flick a switch, you get Gotek, flick it the other way, you get floppy. I think that's the way this would work on the data set. So if I'm not going to do it now because I ain't got a data set to test it, because idiot here, that big pile what I sent, like the power brick for the Amiga, which I shouldn't have sold, and other bits, data set I needed. This is a problem. I've loads of junk, and then I decide, well, it's just sat there, I haven't used it for months. Go and flog it, and then I bloody need it. Sod's law. Yeah, so anyway, I ain't got a data set to test this, so I won't be adding the switch onto it just yet. I'll just have them go straight into pinouts on the board. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Right, so first thing first, we need to desolder this. All it is, solder an iron on, and they'll ping off. They won't ping off, they'll lift up a bit off the pad. Just desolder them. And then you have to do both sides, you have to do underneath as well. And obviously, for who are waiting for the Amiga build, the 500 plus, I can make a start on it now. All the stuff's turned up. Well, all the stuff I need to do the mod is here. One of the bits I'm waiting for, stupid muggins here, idiot. Yeah, I do make mistakes. No, bought a strip of memory, 1 meg strip. It's upgraded to 2 megs. I promised myself nearly 2 years ago I wouldn't buy from this certain place. Completely forgot, didn't I? When I went on eBay to order it, ordered, I thought, oh yeah, that's the one I want. Ordered it. It was only today, this morning. Went on eBay to find out where it was. It hadn't even been dispatched. I had to email them. I knew I hadn't been dispatched because they told me it hadn't been dispatched. So I emailed them politely, which I shouldn't have really, but, and said, hi, have you dispatched this yet? Sure enough, 2 hours later, it was dispatched. Yeah, Amiga kit. No, this is the wrong tip. Oh well, it'll do. Like that. There we go. So then we took that one off. We can keep that, but I don't know what I use it for. I need to change this tip because this is not the right tip. Right, so I've got 6, which is 6 for here. Although it's on both sides are connected. So pin 1 on this side is pin 1 on that side. They're all connected, just like on the 64 on the data port itself. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So what I'll do, I was going to strip these off and then solder them to the board, just the strip wires. But now I'm thinking, well, I might as well just solder the ends on. Yeah, just clean it up a little bit, won't it? And then these I'll solder straight into the wires on the board, which I'll show you now. So these pin headers here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we want the soldering iron. What I'm going to do, I'm going to put a bit of fresh solder on them as well. So move these capacitors out the bloody way. Bloody ceramics. Move them down. And so I'm going to put some fresh solder on and then desolder them. So we've got a through hole, a nice clean through hole to start with. I think, no, I was going to say I think ground's already clear anyway, but it's not. Get in there. This will take a while because there's ground. What I'm doing now is just putting all these pins through and then I'll solder them from the other side. So now I can spin that. Well, I've got to twist it because the card goes in this way. Yeah. So if I solder them, I'd have to solder them that way to keep that pin in line with that pin with that pin. But I wanted it to go that way so we can see the LED. So that means I have to put a twist in this round and then put them there like that. I'm not bothered about the length, because that just means I've got more space to play with. And if I put the twist at this end, like that, and if I was really clever, I could have put some shrink tube on there. But I'm not really clever, so we won't bother. As long as there's a twist in it. Right. So then these get soldered into here. Oh, that was friggin' hard work. Right. Let's view over there. Straighten you up a bit. Let's turn that off. Get rid of that. We don't need that. Let's put this back in its case. Let's put we'll put the kit in. The keyboard stands back on. Right, shift run stop. There it goes. Come on. There. I just saw a flicker. Get ready. There we go. We're in. Yeah. Oh. 1942. Yep. Oh. Freaking hands are black. Yeah. That's enough. I don't like that song. It's annoying as hell. Right. Yeah. So that's that bit done. Yeah. Now I need to design a bracket. Take the keyboard off again. Now we've tested what we needed tested, so we know it works. So we need a bracket for that. Actually, if I do that, yeah, I know I've got that, but if I do that there, like that, I don't need a bracket. These things just happen. Apart from that, yeah, bit there, too much cable. Yeah, that was handy. So I don't need a bracket for that. I was going to go and design a bracket and everything and make it all look absolutely friggin' amazing, but look happens, I don't need a bracket. So what we'll do, bit of a sticky foam, because there's no circuitry underneath. So if I can put that down there, and it'll stick it to the case. And the case is spotless, so it should stick. Oh, help if I get it straight, like that. There we go. There's one there. I think that touches. I hope it touches. There. I can peel them off. Static. Yeah. Get it off. Make sure that's in the right place. I've just thought of something. Dang it. once I've done this, I can't take the board out. Dang it. Dang it. Oh, hello. I know. Oh, it means more soldering. Don't stick yet. Come off. Please come off. Oh, no, it's not coming off. No. And that was just the foam making that creak and not the actual board. Yeah, so let's stick that down. What shall we? Oh, you know what? I'm just going to stick it down because it'll just be in my way anyway. So let's stick that down like that. Let's sort this ribbon out. I don't know what the... Yeah, that'll work. If I put a 90 in there, a 90, yeah, there you go. And that'll sit like that. And I could put a bit of cap tape on that. Put that on that. That's fine. Where's the keyboard? Let's just check. The keyboard still goes past it. Oh yeah, it does. Yeah, that's handy. Let's see what happens when I take it out. Nothing. Good. Right, so that's that bit. That's that bit. I'll fix that bit at some point. Yeah. So that's that. That's all done now. It's all done. Yeah, I can put it in back together. I'll show you. So there we go. So it's coming from the data port, straight along, straight into the tape cart. So what data port over here, this is where I'll put the little pin headers to plug these into. So then if you need to take the board out, you can just unplug them. Comes across from a micro SD extension all the way up to a standard SD. And if you need to get to the standard SD, it's here. Ejector Mondo. There you go. That's the only mod in the board, on the case, sorry. It's this little slit here. That's all you'll see. Sweet. So if you need to add any game, well, I don't think you will, because over 2,000 games on my file I've put on here. But if you want to add demos and applications or anything, just take that out, go and whack it into your computer, add whatever you want on there, back in, away you go, without even opening the case. Sweet. Right, so now I'm going to put it back together. Keyboard first. So you that pin header bit where I'm going to put those females on, so the males can plug into. You don't need to see how to do that. It's just what I've just done there, except using female pin headers rather than males. So I'm not going to waste your time or mine. My time's precious. Oh, talking of precious, I've managed to acquire a Spectrum Plus 2. Oh, and there's a Amiga 4000 going to turn up at some point. Coolmaster, one of my longest subscribers, who's been here practically since day one. He's got a problem with his Amiga 4000 with the RTC on it. He's having a problem with the RTC and sound and something else. Anyway, it sounds like battery leakage. So yeah, 4000s do suffer from battery leakage as well. So he's just gathering stuff up that he thinks I might need. Unfortunately, he's going to have to send his power pack because I haven't got a big box power supply. And I'm not making one up because it needs a tick line on it. Is it tick line? Needs some line. Let's... Where's the screws for me? I don't really need to screw it in, do I? Next video. It's a toss-up. It might be the Spectrum, to be fair, rather than the Amiga. Because I don't want to start projects like I'm doing. I was a week ahead on this, and now literally This is Wednesday today, something like that. The video's coming out Saturday, so I've lost a week waiting for stuff to turn up. Not just for this, but yeah. So I'll add the link down below for the tape cut. So if you want to give them a shout, 20. I think they're 24 quid. I think they are 24 quid. They're a lot faster than Tapuinos and that stuff. It loads a lot. Well, as you see how quick it loads. Remember, he's a one-man band. He does it himself. He's got his own retro store. But I'm going to add it on the bottom anyway. So but just remember, he's a one-man band, and it turned up 2 days later. So that's just a clean 64C. Very clean. Well, I'm saying clean. I'm putting my grubby paws all over it. So again, normal thing, shift, run, stop, and away it goes. Yeah. Spacebar to skip the 3-second wait. So anyway, that's the end of the video. Like I said, the next one, it's a 50-50. It's probably going to be the Spectrum, to be fair, because I'm waiting for test kit to do their thing, which is really technical. I mean, it's really hard saying, oh, somebody's put an order in, there you go, ship it. You have to wait 5 days until I've messaged you to decide to ship it, but never mind. So anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you learned something. And I'll see you on the next one. Cheers. Right.